On Apple Valley News now, snow in the Cascades. Now we face dropping temperatures.
That's right, a freeze warning for our region. Time to protect your home, your plants, and I've got all the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, crashes along a stretch of Highway 395, 2 of them deadly. What authorities have told us about the issue.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Check out this video from Stevens Pass. Yes, that's a snowplow out early this morning, clearing snow from US 2. More frigid weather is expected in parts of eastern Washington. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. We are also tracking freeze warnings for our region. Let's get right to Stacy Lee, who has been tracking the First Alert forecast.
Yes, it was kind of a stormy day, but look at the beautiful skies tonight on our Legends Casino Sky Cam. Again, we're starting to see clearing conditions. It's cool though, 45 degrees. Our winds have picked up slightly at 9 miles per hour. Our sunset 5:53, days getting shorter. Again, our satellite and radar, that ridge of low pressure over our area. We do have a freeze warning in place beginning tonight through tomorrow morning. And again, we're going to be tracking that for the next couple of days. Tonight's going to be cold, but the future days are going to be even colder as we move forward. Our snow potential for tomorrow is decreasing. However, we could see some snow showers through the Wallowas and into the Blues overnight tonight. Things are starting to move forward. Let's take a quick look at our future cast, what's going to impact you tonight. Again, we see those scattered snow showers through the southern part, Heppner, and again just outside of Pendleton, that I-84 corridor. And then most of that moves on out of the area as we start our day tomorrow. Look for sunnier skies. But again, freezing cold weather. That Arctic blast is here, and we're going to continue to see these cold temperatures for the next several days. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast.
New at 6, Yakima police continue to investigate a deadly collision. Police say it happened after 7 this morning near the intersection of 72nd Avenue and Tieton Drive. Officers say the initial investigation reveals a 2017 Dodge Durango driven by a 52-year-old Yakima woman turned left onto Tieton Drive and struck a 74-year-old man in a crosswalk. The man was rushed to the hospital but later died. Yakima police say they do not suspect alcohol or drugs as a factor in this incident. If you witness this incident or have video, please contact Officer Jim Yates at 509-575-6246. 3 people died in 2 separate crashes along Highway 395 north of Pasco last week, raising questions about safety of this corridor. It was only 3 years ago that the Washington State Department of Transportation made some modifications to make this route safer. But I'm told traffic engineers will be taking a second look. It's been a dangerous fall on this stretch of highway north of Pasco. Just last week, there were 3 collisions along Highway 395, 2 of them fatal.
We've had 2 fatality collisions here in the last span of 1 week in the same area, just a little bit south, closer to Tri-Cities. Both of these vehicles were trying to cross the highway as well. So those are under investigation right now.
Another fatal collision happened just outside the Country Mercantile in June.
We know in the first fatality collision, a pickup truck towing a camper was traveling southbound towards Tri-Cities. They were turning left into the Country Mercantile, and they failed to yield the right-of-way to an oncoming vehicle.
Because of the most recent collisions, the Washington State Department of Transportation is planning to analyze why these crashes keep happening and what could be done to improve safety.
And our traffic engineers are going to be going out, taking a look at some of these specific intersections where we're having, where these crashes are occurring to see if there's any modifications or improvements that we can make.
This isn't the first time WashDOT has taken a look at this corridor. In 2020, acceleration and deceleration lanes were added at key intersections between Pasco and Ritzville.
And what that means is we just added a lane for drivers on some of those side streets to get into safely before merging into traffic with 395, and the same with drivers coming off of 395, giving them a designated lane to safely get off 395.
In the meantime, drivers are being urged to use more caution.
So when you come up to 395 on your cross street, come to a complete stop at the stop sign, look either left or right, and make sure absolutely positive there's no vehicles coming towards you when you pull into the center median.
Taking those few extra moments to make sure it's safe could just be the key to staying alive. The Washington State Department of Transportation was unable to provide me with a timeline for when they would begin their analysis on Highway 395. Also new at 6, a live power line broke loose in Richland early this morning. This information and picture come from Richland Police on Facebook. Authorities say this happened after midnight on Newcomer Street. City of Richland Electrical Services cut the power so firefighters could focus on a shed fire at that same location. Tri-Cities mayors addressed the communities at the annual State of the Cities luncheon today. Mayors from Kennewick, Pasco, Richland, and West Richland each presented on behalf of their cities on current priorities and initiatives. Some of the biggest topics they covered included improving infrastructure and keeping the economies active in each of their cities. Kennewick Mayor Bill McKay says the city is focusing on keeping the streets accessible and safe, while Pasco Mayor Blanche Barajas discussed housing, including the rising costs and availability in our rapidly growing communities.
With over 85,000 vehicles per day, the city's busiest intersection is getting a major overhaul. The Gage and Steptoe Boulevard intersection project will increase safety, capacity, and functionality.
We aim to address the steep cost of housing by expediting construction and market availability. The Housing Action and Implementation Plan comes as a response to the state legislation, but we've adapted to be uniquely Pasco rather than adopting a one-size-fits-all solution.
The Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce hosted the event at the Three Rivers Convention Center. If you want to hear more from the mayors, go to applevalleyNewsNow.com after this evening's newscasts. It is spooky season, but tonight we're hearing concern in Kennewick about a situation that might be a little too scary. Alyssa Warner joins us live. And Alyssa, this all started with a flyer, right?
Hey Jill, so yeah, you may have seen the posts on social media from the city of Kennewick and then Kennewick Police saying that they'd gotten reports of these suspicious flyers around town. Now I got a look at one of those flyers. This has some telltale issues that you should be aware of. It says people should avoid a specific address in Kennewick because of reports of missing persons, a revoked carnival permit, indecent or lewd acts, suspicion of kidnapping, and or accessory to murder. All very scary stuff, but it also says emergency personnel will not respond to the address. Now, first of all, I want to tell you the city does not issue these kinds of warnings. They're not going to warn people to stay away from one specific house, and they're certainly not going to suggest it as that flyer says. Now, that's red flag number one. Red flag number two, there's no sign that emergency response would not respond to a specific home. And again, there's no sign that any of the things listed on that flyer have actually happened there. I spoke with Kennewick Police earlier today. They told me they have no record of interaction with this home, which means all of those scary things listed on the flyer, there's no record of it, and there's no record of a sex offender living there. That's a concern that I saw a lot on social media today, people in the comments. Now, the city of Kennewick tells me that when certain types of sex offenders move to the area, some neighbors are notified within very specific regulations. Those are set by state law. You still would not see a flyer posted in public. These would be separate messages sent to neighbors. Now, people convicted of certain crimes are required to register on a public website. That's operated by the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs, and you can check that out online if you're interested to see if anybody is living in your neighborhood. Now, when it comes to safe trick-or-treating, there are some things to keep in mind, but this is basic safety. It's things like have lighted costumes or have reflectors on your costumes, your kids' costumes. Police are asking everybody, both drivers to be careful about kids on the sidewalk and kids to be careful crossing the street. And of course, if you want to be the safest while you're trick-or-treating, do it in a big group. That is going to be very possible here in Kennewick coming up this weekend. We're talking about a big celebration happening downtown coming up in just about 30 minutes at 6:30. We'll check in with you then. Live in Kennewick, I'm Alyssa Warner for Apple Valley News Now. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Alyssa. Now to a recall impacting diced onions due to a salmonella outbreak. It has sickened at least 73 people in 22 states, and that includes 15 hospitalizations. A CDC map shows 2 illnesses in Oregon, 1 in Idaho, but none in Washington. Gill's Onions issued the voluntary recall, which covers some lots of diced yellow onions in 3-pound bags and 8-ounce cups. It also covers 8-ounce cups of diced celery and onions, 10-ounce cups of mixed mirepoix, and 8-ounce cups of diced red onions. The impacted product has use-by dates between August 8th and August 28th and are no longer on store shelves. If you have this product, throw it out or return it. The American dream remains just out of reach for scores of Americans. Today, it's no longer a dream for a local family. The program that helped them get their first home. Details coming up. And we're talking seriously cold temperatures and a possible hard freeze. Stacey Lee is tracking a frigid first alert forecast. And more information about an off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to kill the engine during a flight out of Everett. What he told investigators. You're watching Apple Valley News Now.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
If you want to lower stroke risk from AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem, there's a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist-prescribed blood thinner. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream. With internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. With the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
There's a better way to buy pre-owned. Honda True. With multiple tiers of vehicles like Certified Plus and Certified, you get less worries and more benefits. Choose from the latest Honda models, which means less unpredictability and more paths to discover. And get the peace of mind you deserve, with less strings attached and more freedom. Find out why Honda True means less compromise and more of what you love about Honda.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. New details after that shocking moment on a flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco. An off-duty pilot allegedly trying to crash the plane. Now comes word that he mentioned previously using psychedelic mushrooms. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the latest.
An Alaska Airlines pilot has pleaded not guilty to attempted murder charges, accused of trying to shut off the engines during a flight to San Francisco.
Enter a not guilty plea on all counts.
New video shows 44-year-old Joseph Emerson being removed from the plane, which had taken off from Everett, Washington Sunday. Emerson was off duty, sitting in the cockpit jump seat when authorities say he stood up, said, "I'm not okay," and tried to pull the plane's T-handles. The pilot then grabbed Emerson's wrists and wrestled with Emerson for a few seconds for control of the aircraft before Emerson stopped. Officials say had Emerson pulled the handles all the way down, the plane would have turned into a glider within seconds. Court documents show Emerson told investigators he had not slept in 40 hours, felt he was having a nervous breakdown, and mentioned using psychedelic mushrooms about 48 hours earlier.
No fight, no commotion, just nervous passengers, but quietly nervous.
Emerson was removed from the cockpit, reportedly asking a flight attendant to cuff him. The flight diverted to Portland. One of the 80 passengers on board called the situation scary.
I did my best to just remain calm, as there's nothing really I can do in that situation. But it definitely was unnerving to hear that.
That was Rhiannon Alley reporting. Court documents also show Emerson said he had struggled with depression. Today, First Story dedicated a new home to a family that has been dreaming of this day for over a decade. We all know that finding a home has become more and more of a struggle, with prices and now interest rates on the rise. First Story is a program founded by Hayden Homes, giving people who might not otherwise have the chance the opportunity to buy homes with a zero down, zero interest mortgage, thanks to donations and partners across the Northwest.
All of our home buyers are first-time home buyers. They need to be below 80% of the area median income for this specific county. And other than that, we have some financial qualifications like traditional lenders would have, although I will say ours are a little bit more favorable to a lower income home buyer.
On behalf of Hayden Homes and First Story, welcome home.
The family moving into the home dedicated today found out about the program thanks to their son, who works with Hapo Credit Union. And coincidentally, they'll be moving into the same neighborhood where their son already lives.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've been watching our sky tracker radar tonight, and again we had some pretty heavy showers coming through the region. Those are starting to taper off. There's still this little band just moving out of the area, and again we'll start to see those skies clearing overnight. So that is good news. Now, I showed you this photo last night. This was White Pass yesterday as the snowstorm had hit. Let's look at the photo from today. Look at that. They picked up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of snow at the resort. So yeah, those plows were out definitely on White Pass. So big change there in just 24 hours. 45 degrees right now. Dust Devil Geese, the sky cam. Our feels like temp is 40. So it's already feeling very chilly out there. Winds are about 9 miles per hour, and we just had our sunset. But again, we still see those clouds out there. The rain has pretty much stopped brewing through the area. Now we've got this low pressure sitting right on top of us, pushing through that system as it continues. We were even seeing some thunder and lightning out on the Oregon coast. Snow potential through Thursday. Most of that has moved off to the east, Idaho Panhandle into the Montana area, but there's still going to be some snow showers in the upper levels of the Cascade Mountains. So you still want to track that if you're doing any traveling. Let's get closer to home and check out our futurecast. Here's what it looks like tonight. Again, we're still seeing some showers here through the Dalles, Columbia River Gorge, Heppner. And we're going to see some of that moving on in just south of Pendleton, I-84 corridor, where we could see some snow again overnight tonight, right here, that stretch of road heading towards Dead Man's Pass. So you want to check that out if you have any plans to travel there. Overall, though, clearing skies through the region. This is tomorrow morning. Actually, some sunshine, but it is going to be pretty brisk tomorrow morning. I'm not going to kid about that. There we got clear skies most of the day, a little bit overcast to the south of our area. As we get into our Thursday night, again, kind of cloudy, another little pocket or two of maybe a stray shower or some light snow in some areas. But as we get to our Friday, things start to clear up, but the temperatures continue to drop. As you see those barbs, it's the northerly flow coming down at Arctic blast into our area, and this is the setup for that. Again, we'll continue to see that swirl on down to our region. putting us a good 10 to 20 degrees below our average this time of year. Check out Montana. They're at 35 to 40 degrees below with this Arctic blast, and it's going to continue for several nights. And again, that freeze warning in place tonight through tomorrow morning. However, it probably will get extended into the weekend. Sensitive plants need to be brought in. If you still have a garden going, probably a good time to get those plants out of the ground and bring in your baskets if you want to keep those alive. I don't think they'll make it through the weekend. Tonight, we've got a chilly night through the area with clearing skies. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s. So chilly 23 in Ellensburg, 26 for Yakima, a chilly 30 in Tri-Cities, 31 in Walla Walla, down to 29 in Pendleton. Let's take a look at tomorrow's daytime highs. Again, cold, way below the average. Here we are in the 40s along foothills of the Blues. The warm spot, Hermiston and Tri-Cities at 50, 49 Hanford and Toppenish, 48 in Yakima. We'll get up to 46 in Ellensburg. Planning your day tomorrow, definitely want to bundle up. It's time to get out those coats and hats and scarves and gloves. You're going to need those tomorrow morning at the bus stop. And then around noon, we're get up to the 40s, but still pretty chilly out there all day long. Let's take a look at your short-term forecast. Again, we'll see those temperatures in the 40s. Look at these temperatures dropping even lower than tonight. Again, the coldest nights are going to be Friday into Saturday, Saturday into Sunday. Looking into the Tri-Cities, same thing, cooling down into the 40s for the daytime highs. Saturday should be pretty nice and sunny, but again, those overnight lows very frigid. And then getting into Walla Walla this weekend, look for that nice day on Saturday with lots of sunshine but chilly temperatures. More on the way. I've got your reason to smile coming up here in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Jill?
Up next, facing a potential triple threat of respiratory illnesses, the flu, COVID, and RSV. Tonight, growing concerns about access for a shot that can protect young children. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The 2023 Honda CR-V is a Car and Driver 10 Best. RAV4 and Forester are not. CR-V is also Car and Driver's top-ranked compact SUV. Toyota and Subaru weren't even close. That's because inside and out, the next generation Honda CR-V is bigger, bolder, and more beautiful than ever. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get CR-V with 3.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Hi, Mo. I need your help. My humans were run off the road by a car that drove off. What should we do? The law says you have 72 hours to report it to law enforcement to make a claim on their insurance, so have them go do a police report? Thanks, Mo. You're the best, hun. I'll give Brumback and Autumn a call. That way, I can come see you.
Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog time.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In health news, concerns about a shortage of a new shot that protects children against RSV. The CDC advises doctors keep doses of nirsevimab for those at highest risk, babies under 6 months old and those with underlying conditions. The CDC also recommends doctors stop using the drug for babies ages 8 months through 19 months who are eligible for an older protective therapy. There's also a maternal vaccine that protects against this virus.
It looks to be very safe and effective, that can be given at 32 to 36 weeks gestation. And we're not hearing about particular shortages of that one.
The restrictions apply primarily to the 100 milligram dose of the new shot. That's the strength used for babies who weigh 11 pounds or more and are going into their first RSV season. Federal student loan payments resumed this month, but make sure to check your bill closely. The reason why, new tonight at 6:30. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And we had a nice visit today from some future forecasters from the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties. Got to play around on the green screen. Again, thanks for coming up. Your reason to smile today is brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental in Pasco. Remember, if you'd like to have your photo featured, make sure you get outside, snap a weather photo, and send it to slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
If you want to lower stroke risk from AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem, there's a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding.
Don't stop taking Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures.
The #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, Get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
New stores and experiences are coming to the Valley Mall in Union Gap between now and the spring of next year. The Hickory Farm stand inside the mall is opening soon for the holiday season, and new businesses like Auntie, Jersey Mike's, and Milan Laser should be up and running by the end of the year or early in the spring. But coming up next month, they're bringing in something extra special for the holiday season.
We're going to have a Winter Wonderland seasonal outdoor ice rink kind of located right behind me. So it'll be a really fun experience for families. We'll have fire pits. We partnered with the Tree Farm this year.
The ice rink will be open on November 17th and run through January. Tickets will be $11 for kids under 12 and $13 for anyone 13 or older. We are tracking very cold temperatures and a potential hard freeze. Stacey Lee has the first alert forecast next. Also, a mystery in Kennewick, the perplexing message on signs, but the city says it didn't post them. Plus, a focus on native tourism. It's not only a chance to share, but to educate. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We've been talking about cold weather headed our way. Here's just a taste of winter. WashDOT tweeted out this picture of early morning snow on the road. This is on State Route 172 near Mansfield in Douglas County. It's going to get cold. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert weather forecast.
That's right. That Arctic blast is headed our way. You're going to start to see those subarctic freezing temperatures beginning tonight. Again, we have a freeze warning in place through Thursday. However, this cold Arctic air is going to continue to come down from the north for the next several days. In fact, we're going to see temperatures Montana area a good 35 to 40 degrees below the normal. In our area, we're a good 10 to 20. So we have a weather alert day in place for that hard freeze. All of our areas for both Wednesday and Thursday. That may be extended as we move on. Let's take a look at our Skywatch radar. Again, we were tracking showers through the area. A little earlier today, I stepped outside and I saw a light little rainbow, but it went away pretty quickly. Again, we're still seeing some showers coming down the I-84 corridor towards Hermiston, so we could still see some showers there this evening. Dust Devil Sky Camp tonight, 45 degrees. The winds are at 9 miles per hour. Our feels like temp is 40. So here's what's coming ahead. Again, we have a chance of showers in some areas tonight. Most of those showers tapering off for most of our area. Look for widespread frost, and that could be dangerous tomorrow morning if frost on the roadways could make for a slick morning commute. So definitely pay extra attention tomorrow morning on the roads. Chance of mountain snow will continue throughout the next few days, but get ready for a sunny and cool weekend ahead. I'll get to all of those details in your first alert full weather forecast. Jill?
Breaking tonight, we are learning that at least 16 people are dead in Lewiston, Maine. This as multiple shootings took place this evening, according to law enforcement. Dozens more are injured, but the total number of injured is not yet known. In a historic vote on the House floor, Republicans elected 51-year-old Louisiana Representative Mike Johnson as the new Speaker of the House. It comes after weeks of bitter infighting among GOP members after former Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted. Em Nguyen has the latest from Washington, D.C.
It took 4 times, but at last a breakthrough on Capitol Hill. Exhausted House Republicans finally electing Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana as the new Speaker of the House to replace their ousted leader, Kevin McCarthy.
Therefore, the Honorable Mike Johnson of the state of Louisiana is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Johnson's rise through the ranks ends nearly a month of chaos and legislative paralysis in the House. His speakership comes after 3 other nominees failed to secure the votes they needed.
We know that there's a lot going on in our country, domestically and abroad, and we are ready to get to work again to solve those problems.
Johnson, a constitutional lawyer and staunch Trump ally, has been in Congress since 2017, which makes him the least experienced speaker in 140 years. Johnson voted to overturn the 2020 election result. He also led the charge in the House to get the Supreme Court to invalidate the election results in several battleground states Joe Biden won. In addition, Johnson endorsed legislation that would ban abortions nationwide after around 6 weeks. In a letter to colleagues, Johnson outlined his most immediate priorities, which includes passing some appropriation bills this week, as well as a short-term funding measure to keep the government open past mid-November.
We burned 3 weeks going through this to try to find a speaker now. We got to get something done.
As they have on the prior votes for Speaker, House Democrats all voted for Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. In the wake of the terror attack in Israel and mounting pressure to send military aid there and Ukraine, Jeffries says he hopes Johnson will be able to work across the aisle.
The fact that he at least has been communicative with members on our side of the aisle.
That was M. Wynn reporting. As Republicans celebrate their new leader, the Democratic National Committee is calling Johnson the most extreme Speaker of the House in U.S. history. Developing news now, the Zillah Public Works Department has issued a boil water advisory for anyone connected to the city's water system. City officials say E. coli was detected in one zone of that system during a routine test earlier today, and they're working with the county and state to fix it. No illnesses have been reported, but the entire water system will be disinfected with chlorine and flushed over the next couple of days. Once tests show it's back to normal, customers will be notified. But in the meantime, use boiled or bottled water for cooking, drinking, and brushing your teeth if you're hooked up to the City of Zillah's water system. The City of Kennewick is getting the word out. Signs claiming that city officials are warning people to stay away from one specific house for trick-or-treating are fakes. Alyssa Warner talked to the city about what exactly happened here and joins us live with the answer.
Hi, Jill. Yeah, so I spoke with Kennewick Police and Kennewick City officials today. They're telling me it looks like this was effectively a Halloween prank that was using some names and some logos that really shouldn't have been used. City officials tell me they do not use flyers like this to get information out about potentially dangerous areas, and they're working to get these fake flyers taken down.
Certainly, it's very concerning that someone would be trying to falsely show that the city is making this message that really counters when the city does have important messaging to get out. This is not the type of notice that would be posted. There are very careful reporting requirements, and I can't speak to what all of those are, but there is a website, for when there's like level 3 sex offenders, for example, that are posted and only certain
so again, it looks like this
neighbors
was just a
are
prank
notified.
And not a sex offender or any of the other dangerous things that it sounded like on the flyer, according to city officials. But if you are looking for a safe way to celebrate Halloween with the kids, you can come to downtown Kennewick this weekend. They're going to be shutting down streets for Boo Bash on Saturday. We're talking trick-or-treating. I'm hearing reports local businesses are stocking up on the candy for that. Plus, we're talking about costume contests, dogs, kids, adults, everybody, music, and lots of food available to purchase. We're smelling some of that right now. It smells amazing. So, the street festival goes all day. It starts at 10 in the morning, goes until 5 in the evening. Trick-or-treating is going to be from 3 until 5, and that is all put on by the historic Downtown Kennewick Partnership. So if you're in Kennewick this weekend, I'm told this is the place to be for safe trick-or-treating and fewer cars. For now, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, Jill.
Thank you, Alyssa. It was a special day today at the Benton County Therapeutic Courts in Kennewick as Recovery Court celebrated its 1-year anniversary. Recovery Court is the district court's version of adult drug court. Those who are participating in the district court program are facing misdemeanor charges. The program was created to better support and help those in need and eventually wipe their criminal record clean once the requirements for graduation are met.
Having this program and being able to be successful and have it continue after a year has been fantastic. So we're excited to be at this point and excited to continue to grow. So we're looking at, right now we have 28 people in our program and plan to expand that, so we should have 60 by the end of next year.
With how new the program is, there are no graduates yet, but the judge and those involved are hoping there will be a celebration soon. A big item on the agenda across the Pasco School Board last night, the naming of its 2 new high schools coming to the community in 2025. After a lengthy discussion debating the pros and cons of each of the 5 choices for Comprehensive High School number 3, the school board took action and voted 3-2 on Harvest View High School. Other names on the slate were Desert Vista High School, Great Forks High School, Sageview High School, and Sunset High School. The board also took action on the name for the new College and Career Academy. There were 4 names up for discussion and decision-making. Orion High School was the unanimous decision among the Pasco School Board. The other options that made it to the board for discussion were Pathways High School, Sun Willows High School, and Tradewinds High School. According to some members of the school board, there's a few reasons why Orion works out well for the title of the new schools.
I love that Pasco School District has 3 children reaching for the stars, and Orion is consolation. And we have these kids, they're reaching for the stars.
There are also historical reasons for the name Orion, such as being the name of a fighter plane manufactured in Pasco during World War II. Harvestview High School is under construction now and is set to open its doors in fall of 2025, and construction begins for Orion High School next year, also set to open at the start of the school year in 2025. These naming decisions came after weeks of community engagement, hours of committee discussions, and hundreds of name suggestions. The State of Washington Tourism Conference is being held in Yakima this year with a focus on native tourism and how to promote it. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it's about more than just making money.
Native tourism is a $14 billion industry in the U.S., but for small business owners like Rose Sampson of Rose's Native Designs in Toppenish, it's based on sharing culture.
We get people from all over the world. We just had people from Russia and China and Japan and the Netherlands, and they come because they want to see native arts on an Indian reservation.
Every new customer, not just a chance to sell handmade moccasins, beaded jewelry, or huckleberry jam, but a chance to educate them on a history that's often been overlooked.
I think it's about time that the native people and what we had to share, what our ancestors had to share with America, should be brought out. Something for every American to be proud of.
Sherry Rupert, CEO of American Indian Alaska Native Tourism Association, says more non-tribal organizations are looking to invest in native tourism because she says it's a win-win.
When visitors are coming to Indian country, when they're coming to those tribal destinations and attractions, the outlying communities also benefit.
Heather Hull with the Yakima Nation Museum says on the Yakima Reservation, tourists flock to the annual Treaty Day celebration, to Legends Casino, and to the museum's guided tours. But when outside agencies are looking to partner with the tribe on native tourism efforts, cultural understanding is crucial.
Just because we say powwow, that doesn't make it a public event for everyone. And I think that's where some people are a little timid, like, can we come on the reservation, can we not?
The key, asking who's allowed and who's in charge.
A lot of times, people, when I talk to them, they've already interacted with Yakima Nation members that don't represent the tribe as a government entity.
And often it's their permission outside agencies need. And she says building a partnership with the tribe can take some time.
We Yakima Nation people are just more relaxed and lackadaisical. And in the world of tourism and internet and fast, go, 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 in your face, down your throat, we don't fit. And so if you're looking for a quick response, you're gonna be waiting.
But worth waiting in the long run to expand opportunities for native tourism and share stories worth telling. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show, an experience you will never forget. Discover Santa's all-new North Pole with holiday getaways starting at only $250.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it was a stormy day today in our region. We've been tracking. Things are starting to lighten up, though, for most of our area. There was a lot of snow today up towards Spokane, but we are still seeing some active weather here, again, east of Pendleton in this LeGrand Meacham area. I just checked those cameras on Trip Check. Some heavy snow falling on that I-84 corridor, which is often dangerous. So if you have any travel plans on I-84, you're going to want to check that out and be prepared for winter driving conditions. Now, I showed you this photo yesterday. This was our storm going on at White Pass when it just kind of started. It was snowing and blowing. Here it is 24 hours later, so you can see how much snow we picked up in that 24-hour period, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches in the lower elevations. They picked up probably 6 inches or so on top. Here is our Legends Casino sky cam tonight. Again, you can see the clouds in the sky, but the moon coming out, starting to get clearing up. 45 degrees right now, feels like 40. Our winds are at 9 miles per hour. Here's our satellite and radar. Again, we've got that front moving through the area from the Pacific. A little unsettled, and again, most of the snow now is going to stay to the south into the Oregon Cascade Mountains, again picking up quite a bit of snow, and we still have a little activity coming down the I-84 corridor, the Columbia River Gorge. Let's take a look a little bit further on and for tomorrow, and again that upper flow continues. Now most of the snow is going to move to the east, moving across the Idaho Panhandle into Montana with those really cold temperatures there, so a lot of snow predicted for this section. But again, we'll see some snow showers in the upper elevations of the Cascades from Washington all the way down into Oregon, and a little bit out in the Wallowas and Blues possible as well. Here's our Futurecast. Let's time things out on Futurecast and see what's going on. As far as tonight, we'll see partly overcast cloudy skies. You see the barbs coming down. That's that northerly flow of cold air. Here's some snow possible out in the Wallowa Mountains, and then again across Pendleton, that I-84 corridor into the Blue Mountains. Most of that should taper off by early morning, and we'll see some clearing skies. You will even see some sunshine. Don't let that sunshine fool you. It's going to be a cool day tomorrow. Again, a little unsettled, and we see a couple pockets of snow occasionally across the mountains. As the day progresses tonight on Thursday, we'll see clearing skies moving into Friday. A little bit overcast to start with, and then it clears up with lots of sunshine. But again, cold air still filtering down from the Arctic. Arctic, bringing those temperatures a good 10 to 20 degrees below average for this time of year. So overall, not a bad looking forecast going into the weekend, but the Arctic blast is really going to impact our area. That freeze warning in place more than likely will get extended into the weekend. Look at the Montana area, 35 to 40 degrees below normal, running 10 to 20 degrees below in most of our area. So again, if you have any sensitive plants or any garden stuff, you might want to get rid of that, bring it in, harvest it, and get ready to endure cold weather. Most of those plants will probably die over the next couple of days. Chilly tonight with temperatures in the 20s and 30s, 30 for Tri-Cities, 26 Yakima, 31 for Hermiston and Walla Walla. Tomorrow's daytime highs again on the chilly side. The warm spot will be Hermiston and Tri-Cities. We're in the 40s here in the foothills of the Blues, and again those mid to upper 40s here in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Plan your day tomorrow. It's going to be chilly out the door. Grab a coat. Again, you'll see breaks of sunshine, but still pretty cool. We're only in the low to mid 40s at noon and just barely creeping up to 50 degrees by 4 o'clock in the Columbia Basin. Once the sun goes down, those temperatures are going to drop even more. So stay with us. I've got more. I've got your 7-day planning forecast. I'll show you just how cold it's going to be in the next several days when we come right back.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Look who's coming to GMA this week. Shark Tank's Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, is here live. YouTube's super phenom, Ms. Rachel, is here live.
Hello!
And tomorrow, we're giving away World Series tickets live. Could they be yours on Good Morning America?
The 2023 Honda Accord is a car and driver 10 best. The Toyota Camry is not. In fact, Camry's only made the 10 best list 3 times, while Accord's made the car and driver 10 best list 37 times. More times than any other car. That means year after year, the American-built Accord blows Camry away. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda Accord with 2.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
We continue to track breaking news out of Lewiston, Maine. Tonight, police have released pictures of the suspected gunman in multiple shootings. Law enforcement officials say 16 people have been killed and 50 to 60 people were injured, though it's unclear how many were injured due to gunfire. Police say the suspected gunman is still at large and residents are being asked to shelter in place. You're watching Apple Valley News Now. A final check of your First Alert forecast is next.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
We'll in to win during Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $150,000 car giveaway. You could win a new all-wheel drive Toyota Corolla Hybrid Luxury Edition, plus up to $12,000 in weekly cash and prizes. Pick 3 cards to win up to $1,000 cash, or match 3 Corolla cards and go directly to the Grand Prize Winner Circle. Grand Prize drawing this weekend. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Hi, Mo. I need your help. My humans were run off the road by a car that drove off. What should we do? The law says you have 72 hours to report it to law enforcement to make a claim on their insurance, so have them go do a police report? Thanks, Mo. You're the best, hun. I'll give Brumback and Autumn a call. That way, I can come see you.
Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog time.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Hi, I need new tires.
Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs a tire.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
And we've got cold weather on the way, a couple of weather alert days for you with that, well, hard freeze coming through the area. The good news is Halloween, it's probably going to be clear for those trick-or-treaters, although cool, so bundle up for that. Let's take a look at the next 7 days in the Tri-Cities. Again, those temperatures, again, 10 to 15 degrees or so below the average. Those overnight lows are really cold, a long stretch of 20-degree freezing weather. But again, the apple on the cherry on the cake, I should say there, is Halloween. It looks like we should have a good night for the trick-or-treaters. Bundle them up. Slight chance of some showers, though, in the Walla Walla area, a little bit closer to the foothills of the Blue. Saturday looking beautiful. Chilly temperatures into the weekend. Jill, are you ready for the cold weather?
I'm not ready for the cold weather, but I think it's here, whether we like it or not.
There you go.
Thanks for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. We are back tonight at 11.